we go. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, Kelly.
This is my cat.
Oh, I love that picture. It's just right there behind you. I always look at it when you have it behind you. The feather just really sticks out. It just gets to your bookshelf.
That was my Squeaky. He was always bringing me presents of all varieties.
What was his name?
Legs. We'll go ahead and thank you, Susan, for kicking us off in the chat box. If you could go ahead and do the chat box honors, first, last name, email address, so I can take attendance and send you your links. Here comes Nancy. Good morning, Nancy. Good to see you. So we'll go ahead and get started. I hope everybody's having a good Friday, a good week. And it is thundering here. So if I disappear because of a power outage, I'll be right back.
Yeah, how is it going? They got your internet back.
Yeah, my internet is finally back. Tuesday. The lightning melted the connector on the outside of the house.
Oh, no.
I've never had a house. In all the years I've lived in Florida, that's never happened. So,
did it hit a bunch of houses?
What's that?
Did it hit a bunch of houses? Was it just
I don't know. But, my house is the one with all the trees. So I'm sure it was just like, oh, there's a house to hit.
Our lightning has been so intense in the last week. I mean, we had people killed out on the beach and
wow,
it's
severely
been
injured, and it's been terrible.
Yeah, we had someone killed in Howard County, like the next county, but the cat between.
Oh my God!
My mom had it hit her house 2 years ago, and it fried her TV and her refrigerator. There was like this huge boom in her living room. Yeah, crazy.
Wow.
That would suck. Yeah,
scary.
Yeah. Well, Hannah's not going to join us today. I don't know if you know that Europe is under a tremendous heat wave.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for our Norwegian friend, that is unbearable because she's no air conditioning. So she's going to watch the recording. So everybody say, hi, Hannah. We love you.
Hi,
Hello, my friend.
Be cool.
So we'll go ahead and get started with our elevator speeches, and then we'll move into our presentation. I'm looking forward to Jennifer's presentation today.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping Tracy comes back. Maybe her internet took a tank too. So we can officially welcome her. So go ahead, Jennifer, with your elevator speech.
Good morning. I'm Jennifer Ressman with Voyu Marketing, and I'm your content powerhouse. And I create your blog posts and your Facebook and Instagram content. I really take that off your plate so you can focus on doing other stuff. And we're going to talk about, if you want to keep doing it, how to make it more efficient today, because it can be overwhelming and time consuming, and a lot of that. We'll try to get rid of some of that for you by containing it today.
Awesome, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're glad you're here. We're looking forward to your presentation.
Thank you.
I'm next. I know everybody knows me. I'm Jill Celeste from Newport, Virginia, Florida. I am the founder of the Celestial Circle, as well as courses in the Celestial Book Club. And I'm excited to be here. And I do have I'm going to take my elevator speech just to do a couple updates. So Jennifer's chapter has officially folded for now. And Susan Rose is adopting several of the members in her chapter, so everybody's finding a home. But I did want you to know that as of this week, there is no Monday meetings for now. We're going to find the right fit president for chapter 601. So we can send lots of love to Jennifer as she transitions to her non-virtual networker duties, and thank you to Susan for adopting so many of those members in her chapter. I just wanted to let you know, because I know you all talk about virtual networkers, don't mention Monday, at least not yet. We are proceeding with an open house on September 11th. I know you can't forget that day, at 5 p.m. Eastern, and we'll post more details. Susan and I are meeting, and we'll get that all squared away, and then we'll share that with you as soon as possible. So, /announcement /elevator speech. Now it's Margaret's turn.
Good morning, everyone. And yes, it's thundering really loud here, so we may disappear. I live in Dunedin, Florida, in the Tampa Bay area, which is the lightning capital of the world. And so when we're not dodging lightning here, I coach people and especially women and from the age up my niche my niche network, my niche group is between say 50 and up as they're getting into that time in life where they're reevaluating where they are, where they want to be. So help them create a life design plan and help them implement that. So you can find me at margaretmartin.com.
Thank you, Margaret. We're glad you're here. Good morning, Debbie.
Good morning, everyone. It is, I'm Debbie, Deborah Keating. Fergus had surgery yesterday and did not sleep through the night. He's in a little bit of a pain, so so I'm a little droopy today.
Aww.
And I'm here. I wouldn't miss it. I am in Charm City, Maryland, also known as Baltimore, and I won't tell you what we're the capital of. Anyway, I work with entrepreneurs who really see themselves as change makers. They're out to share their message, either in their communities or the world, to make a difference. And I really help them in three main ways. One is creating a compelling blog content, which then can be taken to a book. I help them go from idea to launching their book. And I also run retreats to help people get away and write their books. So I think that's all I have for today. Am I supposed to have anything else? I don't even know.
Well, love to you and Fergus.
Thank you.
Judy Kane, welcome back.
Thank you. It's so nice to be back, even though it was fun being gone. So in case you don't remember, I'm Judy Kane, and my business is called Aligned Consciousness. And I help people rewrite subconscious self-limiting beliefs. People come to me for three main reasons: either the big emotions like trauma, phobias, anxiety, or because they've got goals they aren't hitting, or because they've got physical symptoms of stress, which is pretty much any physical symptom you can have. Is usually related to some sort of stress in the body and a message for you. So yeah, you can figure what those are. So yeah, Judy Kane, Aligned Consciousness. Nice to be back.
We're glad you're here. Yay. Susan Rose.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Susan Rose, as you may know. I'm from Reston, Virginia, where at this exact moment, it's still okay to be outside, but that can change in a heartbeat. So because the weather here is weird. I am a copywriter, a content strategist, and a mentor, and the creator of the Kick-Ass Content Planner, which is designed to help small businesses, or really any business, get a handle on, yes, and Jill's holding it up there, to get a handle on exactly what to be doing, connecting it in a way that's going to get you toward your business goals, so that Jennifer and I are both online, in the same mindset of make it easy, make it efficient, make it profitable for you. So that is what I do.
Thank you, Susan. We're glad you're here. And another Virginiaite, Mary Beth.
Good morning. It's Mary Beth with sacredgrowth.com. I'll say my tagline: where people and pets heal and connect. I got that when I woke up one morning. It was very lovely. So I'm still working with people whose animals they want to connect with their animals. That's the truth. I worked with someone last night whose lovely dog, her Akita, passed away suddenly, unexpectedly, and she was there, and we checked in with him and did some wonderful things for both her and him. And I'm working a lot with dogs who are a bit aggressive with other people, bite or with other dogs. So having some luck there. I worked with someone who's a rather well-known, from what I understand, psychic, and she didn't tell me till like halfway through the this thing that she's actually a psychic. I'm going, oh, I'm like, what? So just like many of us, doing it for your own animals can be difficult. And so I really helped her out. So if you know anybody with behavioral problems, I would love to help them out. Mary Beth Decker, sacredgrowth.com.
That's awesome, Mary. You know what, Mary Beth, what's so awesome about that story is, see, she didn't have to be sold on the idea that you can connect. She already knew. She's not.
And she was saying she could, right? And she was validating. She could feel the connection, and that was, it's like, oh,
that's so cool. I'm glad that happened to you. Good for you. Yay, Kelly Lotman. Good to see you too.
Good morning. We aren't having storms, yay! But we lost all kinds of stuff a couple weeks ago with 3 lightning strikes all around the house. It's like, what? Those are attention getting, aren't they? But we're just back to heat. Oh well. I'm Kelly Lutman with Pursue Wellness for You. I'm a functional medicine health coach who works with clients, primarily women, but I work with men, women, children, who are stuck in chronic disease and tired of being told you're just going to be on this medicine for the rest of your life without any hope of change. We work to find the root causes of what's causing frustration in their body and supporting that with food and lifestyle changes and support so that they can turn things around. I've worked with clients with IBS and type 2 diabetes, and we've reversed it, and it can be done. So, that's just a couple examples, but it's really, it lights my fire when someone can be released from the chronic disease challenge that they've been told they'll live with all their lives. So I'm Kelly with Pursue Wellness for You. I say pursue wellness for you, wellness for life, because health is wealth.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kelly. We're glad you're here. Susan Shelton, good morning.
Good morning. Susan Shelton, I'm with USANA Health Sciences. They are my product partner. I'm a wellness consultant. People come to me for things like allergies. If they're dealing with allergies, they're having trouble sleeping, maybe they're dealing with joint pain. Quite often, we're just not getting the nutrition, just like Kelly was saying, we're just not getting the nutrition from the foods that we eat. So a good quality nutritional supplement oftentimes is what a person needs. So I'm looking for people who are just tired, run down, having trouble getting through the day. Sometimes just upping their vitamin to something with better quality can make a significant difference in a person's life. And I like to say, if it's good health you you gotta try USANA. So taglines are fun.
I love it.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm Susan Shelton with USANA, and that's for you today.
Thank you, Susan. I love that. Nancy, I want to hear your tagline.
It's not very interesting yet. It's just, I'm Nancy Linneruth on blockresults.com. I'm in Seattle, where the last week or so we've had the bluest skies you've ever seen. For those of you who remember the old Here Come the Brides, and it's mostly ironic theme song, but they've been blue, so what can I say? Where am I going with all this? I'm a procrastination coach, an EFT or tapping specialist, and I get rid of what's keeping you from creating and living the life you're meant to live. Something like that. I don't know. It's in there somewhere. And today, I just want to say, yesterday I had a client who came to me because this is this fantastic woman who's beautiful and charming and cannot. The problem that came up yesterday was can't get a husband. Shouldn't put it that way. Cannot attract a man who will stick around. And what came up was a deep-seated belief that women in her family are cursed. And so we tapped away the curse. And, so if you know somebody who seems like they've got it all and they're not getting what they should get, maybe send them my way. Nancy Linneruth on blockresults.com.
That's a cool story. Many people have that family curse, right? They think they have a family. Yeah, that's interesting. Connie Jo Miller, good morning.
I'm dragging this morning.
That's all right, girl.
I'm Connie Jo Miller of Enigma Bookkeeping Solutions, and I help solopreneurs get rid of dread, overwhelm, and the 3 a.m. sweats by taking care of the money part of their business, getting everything in order and keeping it in order so that they can have the freedom to run their own business confidently and be sure they're doing something that can support themselves financially and make a difference in the world.
You did all right, Connie Jo.
I don't know. Can I do a rewind?
You're good. You're good.
Oh, but I want to say one thing, or maybe I should do it at the end.
No, go ahead. You already teased us.
I just wanted to congratulate Nancy on her first Facebook Live. She did awesome. It was really fun to watch. And you said you were nervous and, so new, but you did great. I loved it.
Aw.
Oh, thank you, Connie Jo.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Awesome. Congratulations, Nancy. That's great. Yay. The first one's always the hardest. Now it's smooth sailing. And you did during Mercury retrograde. Hats off to you. And last but not least, let's all welcome our newest member, Tracy Earhart. Yay! Thank you for joining us, Tracy. Give us your elevator speech, my friend.
While the computer is still working and the internet is on. I have no idea what's going on. I think it's the box, but good morning, ladies. Yes, I am officially joining, so thank you very much. And especially to Judy for inviting me. But I am Tracy with Judy Glenn Incorporated, as you know, and we help our clients to build the brand awareness of their business through the use of logoed merchandise and corporate apparel. And just as I want to find out, I'm sorry I went away, Kelly. You may have said how your event went. We'll have to find out. But this week.
Oh, there goes her internet. Let's see if it comes back.
Where is she? Is she in Florida?
Yeah, she's near Judy, Margaret, and I. She's getting storms.
Bummer.
Let's give her just another minute and see if it comes back, and then we'll have her finish up at the end. And she probably that's probably how she's feeling right now. Ah. She's still talking. All right, she'll probably pop back in, but I want to go ahead and keep us moving. We'll have Tracy finish up when she does her announcements, because when we want to hear what happened this week. So let's switch gears to Jennifer and Mary Beth. I believe you have the I was going to say biological honors. That's not the right word at all. The biographical honors. So we'll have Mary Beth.
That took me to someplace we shouldn't be going. It's
exactly. How close of friends you are. So if you could do Jennifer's bio, and then Jennifer, take it from there.
Okay. So Jennifer Ressman is a social media manager at Voya Marketing, focusing on content production for home service professionals like house painters, plumbers, and landscapers. She's located in Florida, but works with people from across the country. Consider her your content powerhouse. Clients come to her to produce their marketing content and graphics for their blogs and social media. Her focus is on the back-end marketing content for home service pros so they can concentrate on other important areas of their business. She's also available for one-on-one virtual coaching for Instagram, YouTube, and Canva. She loves talking marketing and getting your business seen. Meet with Jennifer in person or virtually. For more information, check her out at her website, it's on the screen, voiyoo.com. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's awesome to be here doing this. This is my first talk, so thanks for having me, and I hope you find this all very interesting. I tend to think that marketing can be all-consuming, so trying to be more efficient is what I'm going to talk to you about today, so you can kind of hone it in and, corral it a little. So I'm going to try to share this here. There we go. So that's sharing, right? Can you see my, yeah, okay. Okay, so I want to bring in more engagement for you. I want you to bring in more engagement. Just gonna move this around here. And talk about, like I said, being more efficient with your online marketing, your social media marketing. So a lot of us find it, and I do as well even, I could probably spend 48 hours a week doing my own marketing. So it can be overwhelming. It can be confusing because there's so many different platforms. And you just maybe don't have enough time, or you don't even know how to do it. So today I want to talk to you about ways to fix this overwhelm and help you find ways to make your marketing time more efficient. And, you know, this is, like I said, my first chat. So I'm hoping maybe you'll even give me some comments on the slides and how the chat goes. That'd be great. Thank you. Okay, so moving along. Can you still see that? Having a little lighting issue here. So first I want to talk about your target. And maybe you all have kind of honed in on that already, but this is one of the best ways to make your marketing more efficient, by honing in on the target that you want to focus on with your marketing. Pet owners, people that are having issues with their home life. This is one of the best ways that you can start funneling all of your information just to your niche. I'm gonna keep it moving because I have 15 minutes. So then there's your marketing plan. You can't do it all. So stop trying to force yourself to do it all. Stop feeling bad that you can't work it all in. One of the best ways to get better with your marketing is to start with one area, make that plan, work on one platform, maybe just work on your blog, and master that. Six months, maybe a year. Some people spend many years on just YouTube, and they make that work great, and then they expand to the next platform. So maybe you're never going to be on Twitter. I don't really spend a lot of time on Twitter. I find it's not really my hangout. My target isn't really on there much during the day. I do have a little bit of an appearance there, but you know, it's just not for me. So I just put a little bit of my content on there throughout the week, and then I spend time where my target hangs out more during the week. So your marketing calendar, and this is where I find you can really hone in on making your marketing more efficient. I'm just going to share with you quick what I do. So I have my little calendar. I'm working on August, and you know, I just print it out from my computer, and I start filling it out for each day. I have tried this way, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, every day doing something similar. It just doesn't work for me, but it might for you. It does for some other gals I know where they produce the same similar type of content every Monday. I do something a little different. And it might be just because I'm in the marketing industry, I really need to share with you a lot more things. So I keep this kind of at the top of my calendar here in a binder. And I talk about, you know, different things in my feed each week, each day. I talk about different things in my story. I do like to keep some things similar. So, you know, I have a list of things that I work off of and include in my marketing and content calendar each month. So maybe some of you are doing some of your content already, but honestly, one of the most helpful ways to be more efficient with your marketing is to do it in large blocks. And some of you might also do this, but I'd love to see you move towards doing it in a monthly type of block. So I always recommend, if you haven't started already, or if you want to make a change on how you put your content together, section off the last week of the month and focus just on content. Or, you know, take the first half of your day and focus just on creating your content, making your plan. So Monday, you sit down and you do this calendar. You sit down, you write what you're going to talk about, what you're going to talk about in your blog, what you're going to talk about on social media. I even take the next day and then I do all the blog posts. I'll sit down and I'll write like 4 of them. And I will also write the content for my social media that goes along with that. Then from there, the next day I will make a video to go along with that. And I think Jill does something similar where you have a nice video with your blog post, can link those things up. Then maybe you have a Pinterest graphic, something that can be shared. So you do that on the next day, and then on the 4th and 5th day, you kind of polish and you schedule it. So that's my next tip for making things efficient for you. That's automating. Automating can be really helpful. And I still use mostly free tools. I use Facebook, and I think a lot of you do the same. You will schedule your Facebook posts, and instead of doing it just for a week at a time, sit down and do it for a month at a time. That's kind of the goal. Sometimes you can do for 3 months, but stuff might come up and, you know, holidays and things you want to talk about. So I aim for like a month at a time. So then I use Buffer for the rest of my posting. I do that for Instagram. And I don't do YouTube quite yet. I think you need to be at a certain level before you can schedule your YouTube stuff, but that'll be next. So the goal is that you do all this content in a large chunk so that you have 3 weeks, you know, sit at the pool, do nothing. Which is probably you doing, you know, client work and stuff that, you want to put together, maybe other videos and some other filler content. And, you know, you have plenty of bookkeeping, all the other stuff for your business. So then my last and favorite is video. Video, I keep encouraging it, and I just keep hounding everybody to do video. And why do I do that? Because it's going to get you shown the easiest, which makes it the most efficient for your content. That doesn't mean your other content isn't important, because they all tie together and they reach people differently. But video is what, since we're talking about social media mostly today, video is what gets put at the top of each platform. They like to push video first, then it's still images, and then it's text, which I still see people just using text. I just saw someone using it on Facebook yesterday, and I don't know that that's going to get much appeal, and I don't know if it's going to get shown as much. So make note that video is what is going to get you to the top of the feed when your people subscribe to you. So, again, why does it get shown the most? Because the algorithm likes it. They want you to do it. So I encourage you to hop on board. And like I said, the still images are still important, but I'd love to see you work more into video. And one of the reasons I see a lot of people hung up on not doing video, and Nancy, you did your first live this week. I did my first live too on Facebook. It's so exciting. And right? First one done. Woohoo! That's awesome. And that's kind of that's like putting on your shoes and going on the walk. The hard part is just to get that first one in and get out the door. So with this type of situation, just getting you interested and motivated to do video, I like to recommend getting into the habit first. So instead of just clicking the button and taking a photo, just move your thumb over when you're thinking, I'm going to take a picture of my cat. I'm going to do a video. It's going to be 8 seconds, 10 seconds. That's fine. And maybe you hate it, or maybe it's just whatever. You just are getting in the habit. You delete it. And you do 10 of those until you just get comfortable with the fact that you're seeing your life and everything in video. And then take another one and post it. And just be done. and just be okay with the flaws. You can edit it, that's fine, but you know, whatever. You're getting it up there. We're all kind of, you know, messy at the beginning. It doesn't matter. You just want to get to number 100, right? You just want to get on with that. And you probably have great stuff to say, and we're all going to enjoy it. You just never know. So after you've done that and you've made your first video, you're gonna be more efficient. This is my point. That you're going to get to the top of the feed. You're doing everything you can to get to the top of your feed. You're providing good content. You're meeting what social media algorithms want you to meet. You're doing all the right stuff. And that can only be efficient, right? So I have some other tips for getting comfortable. Maybe you want to get ready. I don't always do that. Who cares? I always pull out my hat. I'm like, yeah, right. Hair is done. And I keep some lipstick in my drawer at all times, and I am ready for the video. Whatever. It's fine. You just get your stuff out there and share with everybody what you have to share. And then, like I said, do some little preparing videos. Even the big guys still do it. You know, they'll do like 4 of them. Use them as your bloopers. Well, that's hilarious. And you never think about the fact that people that have been doing this forever still, you know, need to work through it. It's fine. So, and also work and speak past your errors. I'm getting a little sweaty over here. Who cares? Just keep moving. Tell us what you have to say and get on with it. Because it's important. It's important to you, and you know it's important to your community. Plus, they'll probably be inspired to do their own videos, right? So, and you can relax. That's always a good one. And speak like you're talking to your friend. I have this little picture of my husband. I like to keep him either like, sometimes I'll post it on my phone, or I'll post it, sometimes I'll take video with my tablet because I just like how it works a little better. And I'll just pretend I'm talking to him about social media because he finds it gripping. You know, be creative, but just relax and have a good time. And then do it often. Do it a lot. And by 100, you're going to be a pro. And we're all going to wonder, how do we become like you? So just a quick summary. Your target. It's important to focus all your information to your target. Other people are going to find you, and that's great. And they might want to hire you. But when you focus on your target, you kind of narrow down to your specialty, and you speak their language. Have your marketing plan. Remember, you can't do it all. Focus on one area, maybe 2, getting those together before you move on and kill yourself trying to do it all at once. And automate. Your marketing calendar, like I said, on it. And do it however it works best for you. If it doesn't work for you like this, do it like this. If you want to start off doing a lot of content 1 week at a time, that's really fine. You just want to try to get in the habit of doing much of it, doing much of it at once. And then automate, like I said, I use some free tools. I'm not sure what you guys use, if you're using any types of online freebies, or if you're paying for anything during the month. You know, I'd love to hear about it, actually. And then video. Can never talk too much about video and how you should do more of that in your life. So I'm Jennifer with Voyu Marketing, and I can help build your brand online. I can take a lot of the content off your plate so that you can spend time doing more video. And networking, right? There's a lot of things that somebody can't help you with, but you know, pass on the stuff that people can take off your plate so you can focus on other stuff and move your business forward. So then I also have a couple of freebies for you. I have 101 blog post ideas, and I think Mary Beth, you had downloaded it, and I hope that's helpful. You know, it's geared towards home service professionals, but you know, you can take out and change up some of the words, and it'll help get you going for at least almost a year, maybe even, but you know, at least a half a year. You can change it up a little later and move things around for the rest of the year. And then I have the 24 different types of content. It'll take you through 2 months and then you start over again. And everybody's got a lot of this stuff. You just come up with what you want to talk about and away you go. So thank you very much for your time and listening to me talk about efficiency with your social media marketing. And I don't know, did I get that done in 6 minutes?
You did awesome, Jennifer.
Oh, thank you.
You did awesome. Let's open up the floor for questions. And if you want to stop your slide share, although by the way, presentation, beautiful. Beautiful. Who has a question for Jennifer? Everybody's got to get their unmutes. So,
everybody's already a pro, so maybe we'll...
Susan put her tools in the chat box, Jennifer.
Yep, I'm going to put those 2 freebies.
I use Canva. I use the free version of Canva. I use Facebook Native Scheduler. I used to use Hootsuite. I don't anymore, but I still have the free version.
Why did you stop using it?
Well, I used to use it because I used to have a team. So I used to run an agency, so I would have that. And then I don't use Twitter as much as I used to. And that's what I primarily used it for. You can schedule it in this. I just kind of when it's time to post, I have, and as you know, Jennifer, because you follow me on Instagram, I sort of have a time of day when I post stuff, and that's my habit. So
and it's a good one, as you should.
Thank you.
And, and it's not something I talked about. There's many other ways, but posting it at certain times for you, or, for if your customer, your target is on at a certain time. Do you find that works great for you? Is that time that it's like 5:30, everybody. Tuning in. If you haven't, tune in.
5:30 a.m.
Stuff.
Which you might be thinking, why is Jill posting it so early? I have a lot of European friends.
Yeah, super. Yeah, that's, see? You honed in on what your target wants.
Yeah. Debbie, go ahead.
I don't have a question, but I did want to just say that Jennifer, I was one of Jennifer's test subjects for 3 months. And she found such great content, and there was such an increase in my organic reach. She's wonderful.
Great, thank you.
Top of my, actually, I'm ready. I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done doing my own social media.
That's usually what you hear. Okay, done.
Yeah, Jennifer, real quick, and then we'll go to Susan Rose, but one quick question for you that maybe everybody, when is it time to outsource your social media? Because a lot of people, it's usually a budgetary thing. But from a mindset or a workload standpoint, when do you find it's the best time to start offloading that?
It's going to probably be individual for everyone. But a lot of people come to the point that Debbie has come to. I'm done. I'm kind of burned out, tapped out on what you can come up with. And maybe you're just kind of bored. And you know it's still important, but you'd rather spend your time doing other stuff, building your business when you're ready for that point. And it might be a couple of years in. Once you're established and you don't want to tax yourself and pull in somebody that you want to hire that you can't really afford. You want it to be, maybe you think it's just time.
Yeah.
It's time.
Susan Rose, go ahead.
I agree with all that. That's great advice. I also wanted to say how much I appreciate the message of finding the way that's right for you. I mean, there's a lot of us marketing people, we all have our different things that work for us. But it's like, you got to play around with it and figure out what works for you. And if it works for you and makes your life feel easier, then that's the way you do it. For me, like, I like writing, like doing it. So I tend to do it ad hoc, even though I teach people how to plan it out because that helps you get into the rhythm of it. So I love that advice. And I think it's really a good thing to remember.
Yeah, it's like a muscle. And when you get it, a rhythm, that's a good point. Yeah.
Go ahead, Nancy. And then Judy.
Jennifer, that was great. You're like,
thank you.
We're so natural and calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah.
The first one. So, and I really liked the emphasis on video because I've been hearing that all over the place. And you're absolutely right. The thing for me that was so about doing Facebook Live was that it was live. I've done lots of video, and when I first started doing it, it was so awkward, but I could control it, and then I could get better, and I just got comfortable doing it. But I had to start with recording it first before I could even consider doing the live piece. So your bit about just do it, throw it away, I like that a lot.
Thanks, Nancy. Yeah. Well, and if I can comment on that, at the beginning of social media, when we were first all going, what the heck is this Facebook thing? I'm not putting my pictures up there. Who the heck are you people? We all got used to that, and we'll put our pictures anywhere now. And now you just transfer that into video, and then when you're comfortable, you'll take a video of everything. Here we are at dinner, whatever. You'll care a lot less, and it'll be a lot easier. Thanks,
So
Nancy.
Go ahead, Judy, and then Kelly.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say that Jennifer put some templates together for me. You'll probably be seeing them next month when I get serious about my marketing.
I'm so excited.
But they were great, yeah. So I really appreciated that, yeah.
Yeah, great.
That's awesome.
I'm looking forward to seeing them in public.
Go ahead, Kelly.
Great slides, great presentation. I love the order, highlight these things. But something to point out about Facebook Live is, yes, you're on live, and there might be a few people that catch you live, but if you don't like what it was, you don't have to share it and keep it there.
No.
That's key. If it feels like it totally bombs, you just don't. There's another button at the bottom that you have to click share after you do your live, and you don't have to choose to do that. But one thing I have found is those lives that I've done where I kind of thought it was a blooper got the most response.
Yes.
Yes.
You're a real
life.
person,
I mean,
right?
I did a live where I thought I hit finish, and I took my phone out of the stand, and I was doing it in a separate bedroom, and I clicked the light off and walked out into the hall and looked at my phone, and someone commented, "Kelly has left the room." And I posted it anyways, and everybody responded. I got the best response ever. It's like, be real.
Yes.
People want you to know, because so much of Facebook is, look at this wonderful life I live. Let's be real.
And then here's after.
Here's me walking down the hall. My phone's still on. That's one of the people often ask me why I post so many pictures of my animals. And I know, because I've always had Emma. I've had the guinea pigs, which were front and center of my marketing for years. Now I have the cats, because that's what people love to see. And, nothing to do with marketing, but they're engaging with me. They get to know me better. I get people ask me, how's Mr. Wu? How's Emma? I get emails about my pet, and it's just a way for them to get to know me. And so, take a picture of your pets. Take a picture of your, your garden. I have a Celestial Circle member who goes on a daily walk, and every day she takes pictures of flowers or whatever. It's beautiful. It's just something different, and it just connects with you. So if you don't want to be on camera and you have a pet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Mary Beth would never have to be on camera. She could just take pictures of herself.
I'm jumping in because that's what I'm able to do right now is I turn it over and show the pets, or they show the double rainbow or something. And so I'm easing back in. And Jennifer, thank you, because you were one of the people who were in my head saying, video.
Yes.
And I thought, well, I'm not doing it, but I am actually. I'm starting to do more. It's thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. We love to watch. I think I see all of your video on Instagram, and they're great.
And yours are too. Sometimes Jennifer's is just, it's an ocean wave and she's talking over, and it's just something different and cool. It doesn't always have to be our faces, though it is fun to have our faces too. So Jennifer, thank you so much. I know more people will have more things as we go through the announcements. You did a great job. I hope you go and present that to others. Susan Rose probably will be happy to have you as a presenter at some point.
Oh yeah, and then on the other one, that would be fun. Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks everybody.
You're welcome.
That's great.
So we'll go ahead and do announcements. Of course, if you have anything you want to say, Jennifer, in your announcement wheel, feel free to do so. So your chance to do shout out, asks, share whatever you'd like to share. It's your few seconds of fame. So I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up. So that's Susan, Shelton, and then Nancy.
Excellent presentation, by the way, Jennifer. And I take towards the end when we talked about taking the focus off of us and putting it on the cat or the waves. I mean, that might be a good way for those of us that are not as comfortable taking, a video of ourselves. I know I did try one time, and like Kelly was saying, I found I could take a live and then delete it, so it never actually went out into the world. But it was a practice session, so I just need to use the other button, push it. Great presentation, and I loved your slides.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
Yeah. As far as an ask this week, no events coming up right now. Convention is coming, so I'll probably have some new information towards the end of August. Just continue to look for people who are tired, run down, and having trouble getting through the day. Maybe upping their vitamin could make a difference. That's my ask. Thanks.
Thank you, Susan. If those of you who missed Susan's presentation, it was emailed to you. Make sure you check it out. It was very, very informative about supplements.
Thank you. And I just did that again this past week and got a great response.
Yay.
It encouraged me to do that. So thank you very much.
Good for you. Good for you. Nancy, I'm sorry, I got Jennifer in my brain. Nancy, then Connie Jo.
Thank you again, Jennifer. That was really good. And I enjoyed the pictures of you in there too. I guess thank you for pointing this out that I did the Facebook Live this week. I finally did it after months, maybe years of people saying, just do a Facebook, just do it. So I did it and I didn't die and it's okay. And so I'm going to just do it every Monday at 1 o'clock my time, which would be 4 o'clock East Coast time, just to talk a little bit about tapping stuff. So for anyone who wants to know a little bit more about tapping and maybe I'll get around to actually having people tap along with me. We'll see. And I'm just going to be doing it from now until I stop. 4 p.m. Eastern time, Mondays. And for anyone who can't wait that long, I still got my 3 videos. If you go on to my home site, unblockresults.com, my homepage has a place to sign up for a newsletter, and you get these 3 videos to use tapping for procrastination issues. And that's, this coming Monday, it's going to be really short. I have to take my kid to the doctor, like maybe 1 minute, the fastest, easiest tapping point you've ever found. So.
See, that's a good tease right there, Nancy. That's awesome. And don't forget, for Nancy and for everybody, you're welcome to, if you do a Facebook Live, you're welcome to share it into our groups or just say, hey, I'm going on Facebook Live today. Feel free to, it's not really, we're here to support you. So feel free to use the group to advertise, promote those things. Okay. Bonnie Jo and then Kelly.
I want to encourage everybody to schedule a coffee date with Susan Shelton, because I did that last week and there's so much more to learn from her than that her talk was just a tease. So talk to Susan.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And I have a question for Jennifer, and maybe you've answered this, but I've never heard it. Where did the name Voyu come from?
Oh.
Yes, I'm going to do a video about that.
Oh.
I've done a blog post. You can read about it. It's at the beginning of my blogs, one of the first things I did. But coming up with a business name in this day and age, I used to be an artist, so my stuff is out there. If you ever want to Google me, it's Jennifer Ressman. And so that was used, and I really didn't want to take that stuff down yet. So I had to come up with something, and it was kind of either this or Purple Dinosaur. Everything is taken. And so I'm like, okay, it took me a long time. And the first business I had as a graphic designer, I just named it after my street. That's all taken already. So I liked UU Social. That's taken. So then I did a play on words, and it's, there we go. Voy is, and it's better when I look at the writing and when I wrote it down. It's Italian for you, plural, and YOO is just a phonetic way of saying you in English. So it's UU, just kind of like, creative play on words, right? And so that's why it's Voyu.
Okay, now I know. Yes. I've always wondered, where'd that come from?
That's very cool.
I had to drill way down in there.
Thank you.
Kelly, and then Mary Beth.
Oh, I don't have anything actively going, but let me share a testimonial that someone gave me yesterday. We had talked just briefly. We didn't really do an extensive coaching time because she had already been doing quite a bit on her own of correcting her diet and supporting herself. She has rheumatoid arthritis and had gone a long way just in her own research and corrections, but she still had that one nagging thing. And we talked briefly and I gave her tips. And she started putting it into place, and she went on vacation and had no problems at all. She said, I was so nervous about traveling and being in a hotel and not having my own food. And she said it was delightful to be able to go and be free and know that she was in good shape. So that's the kind of thing that just lights me up and encourages me greatly. I want to see people find out how good they can feel in their bodies.
That's an awesome testimonial, Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you. Yay. Mary Beth, and then Susan Rose.
Thanks. Jennifer, thank you again for the reminder. So it's really stuck in my head to do the damn video. So you're back there talking. Thank you for all the ideas. Still working out how to do things well or better. And I got to do a shout out to Kelly. I had some digestive issues and I wasn't sure what they were, so I jumped in and did I'm doing the quench the fire. And what I'm finding, what Kelly is most useful is now I have a lot more mindfulness about what is going on. And in that place, I'm figuring things out that I would not have figured out. And I'm doing some different things. And it's just amazing to me that just being with you and hearing what you have to say and watching what's going on in my body has helped so much for me to figure out how do I keep myself a little bit healthier. So thank you.
Wonderful. I'm delighted to hear. Thank you, Mary.
Yeah, I'm really pleased because what I came in with is not exactly what the topic of the course is, but it's still working for me because it's digestion stuff. So there. So what? Okay, here's my ask. If you haven't signed up for my newsletter and you don't hate animals, I would love if you signed up for the newsletter. If you want to join my Spiritual Pet People face group again and you don't think animals are terrible beings, I'd love to have you sign up because I'm going to start another class and I'm going to do some things and I'm going to invite people through Spiritual Pet People in my newsletter. And also my blogs are pretty interesting. So, and if you know anybody, I'd appreciate it. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Beth. Susan Rose, then Judy Kane.
All right. Well, that was great, Jennifer. Again, really good presentation. I liked it a lot.
Thank you.
And it dovetails beautifully into my ask for this week because I happen to have created this planner that helps people who don't want to just print out their own calendars every month. They want to have everything in a contained place to put to pull that together, to do some brainstorming, to think through the other parts of how to do that. Yeah, Jennifer was one of my reviewers, and she had some really great insight and things for me to add to it. So I appreciated that. So I have this really audacious goal of selling 20,000 of them by the end of the year, which is enormous. And the way I'm going to do that is if my network helps me out, particularly by introducing me to business coaches or other people who could use this with their own clients. I had somebody order 24 of them the other day to give to their clients. That's and awesome. Somebody else is going to get a bunch for her multi-level marketing company, her team. It's all going to use them. So there's a lot of application, a lot of ways that this can help other people who are doing content and marketing or just team development help their people be more successful. So that's what I'd like to see. So the link is in the chat box, and I would very much appreciate this being put out there far and wide. And those of you who have it, you know what's in it, so you know how it can be used, and I appreciate reviews also on Amazon. Mary Beth gave me a great one, which is wonderful. So that's all I've got for today. But thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Susan. Go ahead, Judy Kane, and then Debbie.
Okay, so I've been gone all month, so I don't have anything coming up at the moment, just getting re-entry into day-to-day. But I did want to thank Mary Beth for keeping my animals up to date on when I was actually coming back. When I started the month, one of them actually thought I was going to transition, so it's very helpful to have her explain to him that it was not me that was transitioning. I was leaving with suitcases and coming back with suitcases. So that helped him get over a stress-induced kidney issue. So I'm very appreciative that we got that straight before I left. Anyway, so as usual, I'm always looking for coaches to connect with to see if I could be a good resource for them to help their clients remove blocks that they're experiencing so they can be more successful in those coaches' programs.
Welcome back, Judy. We're glad you're here.
There's the cat.
Oh, I'm glad your animals are okay too. Debbie, then Margaret.
Good morning, everyone. I'd love to say thank you to Jennifer for a great presentation. I love the pictures. I found them to be very peaceful and really enjoyable. And I also want to give a quick shout out to both Judy and Nancy, both of whom have helped me dig into some issues that and things I'd forgotten about childhood that allows me to, I have released 22 pounds and counting. It's amazing. But between the two of them, they teased out different things and they worked really in conjunction, really powerful experience. So thank you for that. And I'm not able, for some reason, there's something going on with my end on Zoom to put stuff in the chat box. So I'm having a writer's retreat at the end of September. It's for entrepreneurs to come, and we start actually in August preparing to write their lead magnet books. But it's also going to be an amazing experience because we're going to be in the Berkshires in the fall. So if you're just looking to get away and have some time to think and work on your content, you can come and do whatever you want. I don't care, but join us. But I will be teaching people how to do their books and take their blogs from their books.
Maybe put the link in our Facebook group.
Yeah, I will after this.
That way we can find it. You're welcome. Margaret, then Jennifer.
Jennifer, thank you. Great presentation. And I took my notes and reminders, and it's got to get that calendar out and use it. So maybe that planner from Susan. So anyway, thank you. I have two quick asks. I set a goal to have 5 new clients this month. I have 2 more. I've gotten 3. So that can be even a great, a couple of them are resume people in LinkedIn that, it's like, oh God, I've got this awful resume and I'm going in business for myself. And yeah, even as a business owner, people want to know who you are. So if you know of someone that could use that help, I would appreciate that. And Susan, that was a good idea, Susan Rose, about giving people reviews on Amazon. So if you purchased either of my books, I greatly appreciate a review on Amazon. So thank you.
Thank you, Margaret. Jennifer.
Thanks again, everybody. That was really awesome. I'm glad it seems to have helped everybody, at least to encourage you to, move your thumb over and move forward with your marketing. And Margaret, you got to do a video on LinkedIn so you can get in that next business that you're looking for the 2 more. And Susan, I cannot wait. I still have not had time to go through the content planner, but I'm going away for the weekend, so I hope that I'll be able to do that. And it is a great way to start. When you're at the beginning, before you're ready to hire somebody, you need to get it all together and contain it and get it scheduled, and this is a great way to start. So thank you, everybody. And I just wanted to say about Facebook, the lives. you can also download those and then, spread those around. And I haven't tried it yet, but I think you can even upload it to YouTube. I don't know what the quality is yet. I'm going to play with that a little bit to see how it is. But, most people are on their phone. So even the quality, it just needs to be, this tiny thing, and it's horizontal. So it's useful for all sorts of places, or you just delete it. And it's easy, and
Let's delete more publishing.
Exactly.
Thank you, Jennifer, for that money. Yes, you
again.
can download. I have done that, and I've also embedded my Facebook Lives into WordPress, which increased the views on the Facebook Live. So if you have
excellent. Yeah, I know, it's really versatile. So
it is. It really is versatile, and man, you don't have to publish things once. Just repurpose that bad boy all the way around. All right, so a couple things from my neck of the woods. First, I know I've been trying to be a Barker's Beauty. Did you all like how I tapped and everything? I am looking forward to delving into this. I'm going to start August 1st using this planner for Susan, and I'm looking forward to it. I had to pick purple, of course. It is though I read it, and it is very good. So I recommend if you, this is for social media, blog, any kind of content creation, please go Amazon, grab it. And the second shout out to Susan Shelton. I have purchased the USANA Reset, which is a shake meal replacement thing to help start or get over a plateau. I started it, I'm on day 3, and I've already lost 1.5 pounds. So I wanted to report that back to Susan. The shakes are tasty, especially the chocolate one. And Mr. Wu agrees. He thinks the chocolate is fantastic.
Oh.
He's going to get
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hopefully it gets you just off that plateau. That's what your goal was.
Yeah.
So
I'm actually, mine will be a 8-day, because I'm going to be using 2 shakes instead of 3, because I want to eat meals with my dinner with my family. But I'm very excited. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Susan. Thank you for your help with that.
thank you, Jill.
You're welcome. And when I get it all done, I'll be sure to update you, Susan, so you can we can take the next step. Next week, we have a speaker. Who is it? Does everybody know? Kelly Lutman. I knew it was one of you. Thank you. I meant to look and I forgot. I wanted a quick question. So we always have a week where we don't have a speaker. We could either do coffee dates, or we can do business mastermind, where you bring your business questions and we mastermind the answer. So if you want virtual coffee dates, raise your hand. And if you want, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, everybody. All right. We'll do virtual coffee dates. So we'll get with that. We'll do that, and I'll put the date up because I don't remember off the top of my head.
Hey, Jill, we could do half and half. Instead of, most of the time we do 2 coffee dates, so maybe we do 1 coffee date and then 1 business mastermind for 10 minutes.
That's an idea too. Thank you, my dear. Always like thinking outside of that box. Love it. Business masterminds are fun. I know it doesn't often add the interaction, but it's sometimes you have a question, and it's just kind of cool to brainstorm with us experts. So another reminder, in the Facebook group yesterday, I posted a little PowerPoint, 2 slides about your membership benefits, how to take advantage of those. If you please check that out, because I'm sure, like me, you're not taking advantage of every aspect of your membership. So maybe just take a peek at that, and especially your directory and the blogging and all of that. So that is there for you. If you have any questions about that, let me know. And don't forget Susan's groups on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Come by and visit. So anything else for the good of the order? We good? I hope everybody has a good weekend. Stay cool. And love to Fergus as he recovers. And we'll see each other soon. Bye.
Bye.
I'm going to stop recording soon.